Individuals from a university in Makassar constructs a water purification station for the affected residents. The Rixiang Community Long-Term Care Center celebrates its grand opening in collaboration with Tzu Chi. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Chen. Thank you for joining us. After the powerful earthquake that hit Indonesia over 2 weeks ago, Tzu Chi has been continuously caring for the affected residents. Volunteers recently went to a village in Palu to provide the residents with Tzu Chi instant rice. What a great way to both provide hot meals and promote vegetarianism with the survivors.
It has been several weeks after the island of Sulawesi, Indonesia, was struck by a devastating earthquake. The affected residents who are staying in tense areas are worried about the possibility of restoring their homes. So the volunteers once again went to the Duyu village in Palu to distribute hot foods. Connecting the gas barrel, pouring in the instant rice, adding seasoning and then stirring it. Volunteers have invited the earthquake-affected residents to serve as cooking volunteers. At the other end of the area, it is full of laughter. Having foods to eat now, these earthquake survivors no longer need to worry about going hungry.
Karena untuk sekarang ini praktis. Saya merasa salut dan bangga dan
I think the instant rice is very helpful during disasters like this because it can be quickly prepared. Now everyone will not feel hungry anymore.
Nggak terlalu lama menunggu itu sudah mateng, jadi nggak sampai lapar sekali sudah.
Volunteers not only provide hot foods to the affected residents, but also give them spiritual supports to rebuild their lives.
Staying in Palu, a group of engineering studies teachers and students from a university in Makassar constructed a water purification station for the earthquake survivors. This way, they're able to have a daily supply of clean water in the disaster-stricken area. The Health Bureau also sent people to vaccinate volunteers in order to avoid infections. Large and small buckets neatly placed in front of the water purification station. This is where residents are provided free clean drinking water each day.
We have long been going to the stores to buy bottled water. However, the stores aren't officially opened yet, so providing clean drinking water right now is a giant help.
This water filtration system was built by the teachers and students of the engineering department at the University of Muhammadiyah in Makassar. Most of them are from Palu, so when they visited their hometown, they quickly realized the urgent need for clean water. Therefore, they immediately returned back to Makassar and purchased the necessary equipment.
When a disaster occurs, money becomes worthless. That's why I went back to Makassar to purchase this water filtration system. This can provide the affected residents with clean drinking water. It can greatly influence the recovery speed for the city of Palu.
This water purification system solves the most urgent problems in the disaster areas. In light of the situation, the school fully supports the students who return home to volunteer in the relief efforts.
I grew up in Palu, so it's my duty to come help out. This is also how I can give back to my community.
In addition to civil society organizations, the Health Bureau is also providing free vaccination services, especially aimed at the volunteers who are working in the disaster areas.
The main targeted population is the volunteers who are actively involved in the cleanup efforts. We want to prevent their wounds from being infected with either tetanus and/or diphtheria.
Post-disaster reconstruction projects are being carried out step by step. Both civil society organizations and the government are cooperating with each other to speed up the recovery process. Located near Palu, there's a tent area at Pidobo set up by the Indonesian Ministry of Social Affairs. It includes a communal kitchen providing meals for the affected residents. One of the survivors, Minja, is in deep mourning due to the fact that the earthquake took away both her daughter and her home. Instead of constantly grieving, she chose to go to the communal kitchen to do volunteer work. She wants to keep herself busy in order to temporarily forget about the tragedy. Under the blue tent is a communal kitchen. Minjal, who is busy packing the meals, has no words, only sadness in her eyes.
Waktu di rumah saya sementara mandi,
I had just finished taking a shower when the earthquake hit. I was reaching for the towel and ran out as fast as I could. My husband was outside the house. We ended up both climbing onto a coconut tree. We stayed there for over 4 hours before we were rescued.
She had escaped death, but her daughter was unfortunately swallowed up into the liquefied soil. The sudden passing of her daughter is a giant dagger in Minja's heart.
When I think of my daughter, I cannot stop the tears. Even though my heart is broken, I still want to come to the communal kitchen to help out.
The tears are gathered in the corners of her eyes. The thoughts are hanging in the silent air. Minja wants to keep herself busy so she can temporarily forget the pain of losing her precious daughter. Tzu Chi volunteers in Adelaide, Australia, took to the streets to inspire people's kindness. During the two-day activity, many people, including the homeless, took the initiative to contribute their blessings for the Indonesia earthquake survivors.
Bringing these collection boxes, Tzu Chi volunteers in Adelaide are heading to Chinatown to inspire compassion. But just before they arrive, some residents took the initiative to contribute their share. The volunteers' appeal immediately attracted everyone's attention. One boy who is physically challenged came happily to carry out the act of giving. A homeless man also did his part to help others in need. Lin Zhendong is participating for the first time. He practiced English diligently to inspire people's kindness the nights before.
My heart goes out to them. No one wants this activity, but it's nice to encounter so many kind-hearted people.
The residents' good deed for this activity moved volunteers. They are now ready to deliver their best wishes to Indonesia.
I feel very touched because the world is full of love. Due to this reason, even though there's suffering in the world, there's still a lot of hope.
Through the process of inviting people to do good deeds, volunteers have formed good affinities with many strangers.
While celebrating the Children's Day in Malaysia, refugee students of the UNHCR Tzu Chi Education Center also show their compassion toward the Indonesia earthquake survivors by way of filling up their bamboo coin banks. The cycle of giving is alive and well.
Are you ready?
The UNHCR Tzu Chi Education Center in Selayang, Malaysia, is celebrating Children's Day. The refugee children gave a variety of performances.
I enjoyed today a lot. I ate with my friends, and all the fun I had was a lot fun.
Volunteers of the Tzu Chi Teacher Association shared with the children the importance of seizing each moment to express their gratitude.
From preschool to 6th grade, each class has a tree of gratitude, which is full of the best wishes written by every student. Even on Children's Day, they can still express their gratitude to classmates who studies and accompanies with one another throughout the school year.
Volunteers also seized this special day to inspire refugee children's compassion. Everyone conducted a good deed in order to help Indonesian earthquake-affected residents.
Bagus. Tengok, semua orang boleh menjadi orang yang tapak tangan ke bawah yang membantu.
Nearly 200 refugee students contributed their share to help those who are less fortunate than them. On this day, students of the UNHCR Tzu Chi Education Center in the Ampang area also cultivated blessings in the bamboo coin banks to help the Indonesian affected residents.
This coin bank will be sent to Indonesia because they were affected by the tsunami.
We must encourage students starting from a young age that they should help those who are in need. So when they grow up, it will already be a habit. They also take initiative to educate their own children and their fellow countrymen on this concept.
Turning our cameras back to Taiwan, the Rixiang Community Long-Term Care Center in Taichung recently celebrated its grand opening. In addition, local Tzu Chi volunteers will be collaborating with the center in caring for the community's senior citizens.
This facility, which promotes vegetarianism, has become a community long-term care center because their goal coincides with Tzu Chi.
We hope to take care of everyone's health with organic and vegetarian food. This is a Sanhe Yuan, so there's a farmland for people to experience the fun of farming.
In the center, one can see the beauty of nature everywhere. Many seniors are painting under trees in a lovely garden. The owner of the park, Lan Meiyu, says that it's a precious opportunity to dedicate her efforts to serve seniors in the community, and she is very delighted.
In our limited lifespan, we should do our best to lead a fulfilling life, practicing love and compassion.
We enthusiastically encourage all of the long-term care centers to create an open space so that seniors and our family members can enjoy the wonderful nature and environment. In the near future, case managers will station at the center to meet the needs of the seniors. There will also be different classes offered for the seniors during outdoor activities. By integrating resources, the long-term care center can better serve seniors in the community.
When celebrating the Double Night Festival, Shizi Tzu Chi volunteers invited seniors to play games at the local liaison office. In addition, old movies and classic oldie songs were also enjoyed by all the participants. It reminded them of their past memories, which made them feel young again. The feedback from the elders were all very positive.
The people who are throwing table tennis balls and tossing rings are not children. Instead, they're grandpas and grandmas. To celebrate Double Night Festival, Tzu Chi Xizhi Liaison Office has invited community seniors who are over 65 years old to play games. The station where people play ancient games is the most popular.
First, place the chicken. 2, place the ducks. 3, separate them. 4, make them fight, which means coming closer. 3 means separating the beanbags.
Recalling the nursery rhymes one learned while little, the seniors also watch old movies and sing some oldies.
Which one is the most interesting? Every one of them is fun.
For the whole morning, the seniors enjoy the event, and their joy is shown on their faces.
The event has been great. It has been a success.
Another celebration took place in Yonghe. Tzu Chi volunteers seized the occasion of the festival to visit a community senior daycare center. They led the elders to do exercises as well as participate in interactive games. These activities aim to help the elderly population to stay active and practice their hand-eye coordinations. Let's check out these adorable senior citizens.
Seniors followed volunteers in the front to stretch their body. Volunteers also prepare special dice to encourage seniors to speak good words in a game.
We have many different activities like exercises to strengthen their mind and body. Volunteers have brought seniors here to do some hand, mouth, and leg exercises, and it's very good for them.
I've always wanted to come out. My husband and my son both encourage me to come out more and not stay home all the time because of my poor health. Double Ninth Day is the time to show respect and love to seniors. Here at the daycare center, they have celebrated with laughter and joy.
An 81-year-old Pingdong resident, Chen Shouying, was deeply inspired by the message of doing recycling from Dharma Master Zhen Yan. Therefore, she began to actively collect and store recyclables in the community with her husband. Even after he had passed away, she continued the efforts, which has inspired many other community members to join as well.
秀英看起来真少年，伊比少年的搁较少年哦。
Master Chen encouraged us to do recycling. We had more than 10 people in the community, but many were worried that people would laugh at them for doing this work, so they didn't dare do it. I told my husband to come along with me to do this work on the roadside.
She is a major recycling point, and she goes around the village every day and brings back recycling. Each week or every 2 weeks, a recycling truck comes.
I help her. Whenever I see recycling, I will collect it.
He's very diligent. He goes out at dawn. He used to watch serial dramas, would ask me to come have some tea, and even wanted to push his wheelbarrow for me. I told him not to watch these shows, and I turned on DaAi TV for him to take a look. Afterwards, he said the station was good, and now that is all that he watches.
Of course, I was moved. She comes out and receives things that other people have collected, so it doesn't pile up. She works every day and comes over to collect the recycling.
It's not simple. She is very diligent. If I have a lot of recycling, she will come over and get it.
People driving by will throw things down here. These cans and PET bottles will all end up here. Now the river has risen and I can't cross it, so I'll go back. Sometimes I get 2 or 3 bags of recycling. We were here during Typhoon Morocco, but the floodwater rose and the driftwood clogged the river. We didn't eat for a few days and we were hungry. We didn't even have any water, and Tzu Chi brought lunch boxes. I cried when I saw them. They held me and said, "Don't cry, we're here." Master Chen said we have to love and care for the earth. Recycling helps us keep the earth clean. Really, every day I'll go and collect recycling and do this work. I told the Buddha that I'll do this work until my feet don't let me.
In Kaohsiung, a 90-year-old grandmother has joined the class for seniors in her community. She has been learning how to draw for the past 6 months. One assignment was to draw a picture depicting her youth. Not only did she tell a moving story, but her daughter was also there to help her make this project happen.
Grandma Hong Youjing, who relies on a walking aid, is already 90 years old.
Life starts at 70. 80-year-olds are everywhere. Being 90 is not rare. Being 100 makes one smile.
Besides singing, Grandma Hong has been learning something special for the past half a year. Her 60-some-year-old daughter is holding her mother's hand to draw pictures depicting Grandma Hong's youth.
This depicts stepping on the water wheel. How could I not be happy? It's just that I drove poorly.
When I took her to the care station, her class leader said that they need to draw pictures depicting how they grew up. I can help her complete it. Therefore, she tells the story while I draw the picture.
Because of the class for seniors, Grandma Hong and her daughter became closer. There are 11 other senior citizens who drew pictures depicting how they grew up.
After I got married, my mother-in-law told me, before you cook, you need to consider which dish to prepare first. When the vegetables are cooked, the rice will be ready as well. I'm nervous as I've never held a pen. This is my first time drawing pictures.
Although drawing can be a challenge for these senior citizens, they still overcome the difficulties to draw pictures depicting their youth. They hope through these pictures, young people can get a glimpse of their past.
There's also another 88-year-old student in the class for seniors. Besides drawing during her spare time, she has also set up a recycling point in the neighborhood. Grandma Tai is very dedicated in protecting Mother Earth, and it helps her lead a vibrant and independent life.
Showing and explaining her drawings from a published book, Grandma Cai Xuetiao said that she often draws during her spare time.
Oh,
88-year-old Grandma Cai drew a variety of pictures, relying on her memories of the past and also imitating illustrations from musical books. She keeps herself busy with drawing as well as sewing. She's always finding things to do.
I often go out and exercise or chat with other people. When my physical strength allows me, I will walk for a bit longer.
Her neighbors have brought out these recyclable goods and placed them next to the wall. Cai, who sorts these recyclables, has been doing recycling ever since she was young.
I'm recycling to protect the environment. I must pick up these items as they are not biodegradable.
I am filled with joy. I often think that, Mom, you've given us good health, which is our biggest wealth.
Grandma Cai's children are grateful that their mother is healthy and independent. They also hope that Grandma Cai can continue to lead a lively and happy life.
The construction of the nursing department in the Tzu Chi University of Science and Technology is in progress. Therefore, a beam raising ceremony was held recently to highlight the importance of this project. The center is expected to be completed in March of next year. It will be the largest objective structural clinical examination center in all of Eastern Taiwan. It will become an important base for teaching and an active internship site to continue to nurture future nurses. This is such great news for the future of healthcare. Thank you for watching. Stay active and healthy. See you next time.